welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into a crucial topic: 7 signs you have a master manipulator in your life. You know, those people who always seem to be pulling the strings? Let's get straight to the point. Because honey, you deserve to be empowered, not manipulated. We're going to break down these red flags one by one. Recognizing these signs can help you protect yourself and build healthier relationships. So grab your detective hats and let's get started. Okay, first up we have gaslighting. Now this isn't about those fancy vintage lamps that everyone's putting in their kitchens these days. No, gaslighting is a whole other beast. It's when someone messes with your mind, making you question your own sanity and reality. Imagine this. You remember something clearly, but they tell you it never happened. You're imagining things they say with a straight face, making you second-guess yourself. Or they hit you with the classic, "You're just being too sensitive." Sound familiar? Gaslighting is all about making you doubt your own memories, feelings, and even your sanity. It's like they're trying to convince you that the sky is green and the grass is blue, flipping your world upside down. And the worst part, it can be incredibly subtle and insidious, creeping into your life unnoticed. Trust your gut, my friend. If something feels off, it probably is. Don't ignore those feelings. Remember, you are the expert on your own life. Trust yourself. Next up, we've got the "woe is me" routine, playing the victim. This is a classic manipulator move, folks. Manipulators are masters of twisting the narrative to make themselves look like the poor, helpless victim, even when they're the ones holding the smoking gun. They're experts at dodging responsibility and deflecting blame. You might hear them say things like, "You made me do it," or "Everyone's against me." It's like they're allergic to taking accountability for their actions. Remember, a true friend or partner takes responsibility for their actions. They don't shift blame or play the victim card. All aboard the Emotional Blackmail Express. Get ready for a journey through manipulation. Our next stop, guilt tripping, where guilt is the main currency. This tactic is about as subtle as a brick wall, but it can be surprisingly effective in many situations. Guilt tripping is all about making you feel responsible for their emotions and actions. It's like they're trying to control you with a remote control made of guilt and obligation pulling your strings. You might hear phrases like, "If you really loved me, you would do this or that," or "After all I've done for you, how could you say no?" They might sulk, give you the silent treatment, or even shed a few strategic tears to get their way. Imagine this. You finally set aside some well-deserved me time to relax and recharge your energy. But then, they call and guilt you into helping them move furniture or run errands. Don't let them get away with it. Stand your ground. Remember, it's okay to say no and prioritize your own well-being and mental health. You deserve to have your own needs and boundaries respected always. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this next one can be a real doozy. We're talking about love bombing, and it's exactly what it sounds like, a bombardment of affection. Now, who doesn't love a little extra love and attention? But trust me, too much of a good thing can be a red flag. Imagine this. You just met someone and suddenly they're showering you with compliments, gifts, and grand gestures of love. Now, I'm all for romance, but this kind of over-the-top affection can be a way for manipulators to gain control over you. Think of it like this. Love should be a slow dance, not a mosh pit. So, if someone is coming on too strong, too fast, it's okay to pump the brakes and proceed with caution. Next up, we're talking about a tactic that's about as mature as a toddler's temper tantrum: the silent treatment. This is a classic manipulation technique that's designed to make you feel anxious, insecure, and desperate for their approval. Imagine this. You have a disagreement, and instead of talking it through like adults, they shut down completely. They refuse to answer your calls, texts, or even acknowledge your presence. The silent treatment is a way for manipulators to punish you for not giving in to their demands. Think of it like this. A healthy relationship is built on communication and understanding, not silence and manipulation. If someone is constantly giving you the cold shoulder, it might be time to have a serious conversation about their communication style. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this next tactic is a real recipe for drama. We're talking about triangulation, and it's exactly what it sounds like: bringing a third person into the mix to manipulate the situation. Imagine this. You're in a disagreement with your partner, and suddenly, they start talking about how their ex would have handled it differently. Or, they constantly compare you to other people, making you feel insecure and inadequate. Triangulation is a way for manipulators to create conflict and insecurity in your relationships. Think of it like this. A healthy relationship is about two people working together as a team. If someone is constantly bringing other people into your relationship, it's a major red flag that they might be trying to manipulate you. And finally, we're wrapping up with a tactic that can chip away at your self-esteem like a woodpecker on a relentless mission: constant criticism. This one is pretty self-explanatory, folks. It's a behavior that many of us have unfortunately experienced. It's about as subtle as a neon sign flashing red flag. You can't miss it. Imagine this. You can't seem to do anything right in their eyes, no matter what you do. No matter how hard you try, they always find something to criticize, something to point out. They might nitpick your appearance, your work, your hobbies, even your taste in music. Nothing is off limits. Constant criticism is a way for manipulators to keep you feeling small and insecure, undermining your confidence. Think of it like this. A true friend or partner will support you and encourage you to grow, not tear you down. If someone in your life is constantly criticizing you, it's important to set boundaries and protect your self-worth. Stand up for yourself. You deserve to be surrounded by people who lift you up, not drag you down. Choose your circle wisely. Well, folks, there you have it. 7 signs you might have a master manipulator in your life. Remember, recognizing these red flags is the first step to protecting yourself and building healthier relationships. Let's face it, everyone needs a little help navigating the tricky world of relationships. Remember, you are strong, you are worthy, and you deserve to be treated with respect. See you next time.